Hi, I'm Tony Van Veen, CEO of Discmakers. 3 weeks ago, I attended the Music Biz conference in Nashville. This is a big industry shindig, some 2,300 attendees, mostly from the digital music space. Streaming platforms, digital distributors, AI startups, tech companies, that kind of stuff. And here's what's interesting. Even though for the past decade, Music Biz has been strictly a digital music confab, this year, they actually had a whole seminar track on physical media with speakers from pressing plants and physical distributors and record stores and sites like Discogs that focus on physical media. On top of it, as I would go around, I'd meet people and they would ask, "So Tony, what do you do?" And when I would explain that I am in physical manufacturing for artists and labels, CDs, records, USBs, a number of them, probably half a dozen people replied, "It's a great time to be in physical." So what does this mean? And how is it relevant to you? Well, even though vinyl has been on kind of an upswing for a decade already, physical media in general is certainly having a moment right now. There was a ton of buzz recently about Taylor Swift's vinyl and all its different color variants. 4 color variants, fans would buy all 4 colors. Now there's hype about Billie Eilish's vinyl and CDs and her strategy, which is the opposite of what Taylor was doing, to do one vinyl variant pressed from 100% regrind vinyl to focus on sustainability. And the thing is, whatever the vinyl option or variant as an artist, if you have fans, they want your vinyl and your CDs. At that same conference, I was speaking to a friend of mine who manages some major hip-hop acts. His advice to his acts: if you don't release physical product, it's not a complete album and you're leaving real money on the table. And he was telling these artists, you need to plan the time it takes to get your vinyl and CDs produced before dropping that digital release so that you can drop the whole enchilada on your official release date. I mean, he's saying this to major hip-hop acts. And it actually echoes what I've been saying for years to whoever wants to listen and whoever watches this channel. If you don't have physical, it's not a real complete album. Look, putting your album on physical media is just good business. It's good for fans and it's good for you. A CD sells for between $10 and $15. At Discmakers, it costs just $1 or $2 to make. A vinyl album sells for $25 to $35 easily. It costs $4 to $12 to make, depending on order size and colors and packaging options. There's real revenue and profit there for any performing artist with a bit of a fan base. Just as important as what physical does for artists is what it does for your fans. Your fans love the physical connection to you that they get when they buy your CD or record, especially if you autograph it for them, which, by the way, also lets you charge a bit of a premium for that album. And yes, even if some fans never actually listen to the CD or record, that doesn't matter. They own a piece of you forever. Plus, you have your $15 from that CD that you sold. The moral of the story? The industry has actually come full circle again to the point where in 2024, a new album release requires not just digital distribution, but also a physical release on vinyl or CD. I mean, if it's not physical, is it even real?